Ain't I work a plan now? Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky. Get about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that. That might give you life advice. Get some money. 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 Get some money.
Go get some money. I say get some money. Go get some money.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Tito, she a pack. Finna, guaranteed, don't move back. Type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos adoptados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take the pockets if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay teller say. Urge you wanna be. Don't got a whip and rag on no petty. Lips like talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. We not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, I'm trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First play, Watson to the air. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Ravens at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Jackson flushed out right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one, the man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From the 50, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, 28 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Watson just beating the play clock. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 2nd and 12, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson buying time to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. This will be taken in by Hightower. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Hightower, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
They'll try and throw for it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Watson on first down. He completes it to Hunt. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
They go with Chubb on second down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Jackson now.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and they'll have to throw it anyway.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins,
a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They will start this drive with 4. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give to the fullback on the dive. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Draw play to Ford. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 62 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now Jackson on first down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running a...
Here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just...
And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Watson off play action. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Ford. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Faking the give. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Working with a 2nd and 4. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Tucker's kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Despite missing 3 games, Nick Chubb still finished 2nd in the league with over 1,200 rushing yards. It was his 3rd 1,000-yard season, and he's never had fewer than 8 touchdowns in a year. Across the NFL, few backs are as easy to count on as Nick Chubb.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Throwing. Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 78 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.